What's happening, guys? Gvids here. If you guys are new around here, make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any future content. And today we have another full set that we can collect unlimitedly if you do choose to do so. All we need to do is change the date once we've collected them all. But first off, we're going to need to collect them, of course, and we're going to force spawn in all these items. So every single location that we go to, we're actually just going to press start, go down to online, then we're going to click on free roam. Make sure you are standing close to the item or within the center. So I'm going to label off everything that we're doing here. Every location is within a playlist already with a whole bunch of other items there. We're going to cut all that out. We're just going to grab the one item at hand. So what we're doing here is force spawning in all the items so we can get the ones that we need by pressing start, going down to online, and then clicking on free roam. Now, once everything's force spawned in, we can simply just run on back to where we were, and we can pick everything on up. So once we've done that, let's go ahead and start off on all our locations here. This location has two items. The first one is we have an item over there and an item on this little ledge right here, but they're not the ones we're going for, so I'm just going to ignore them. But there is other items here. Just keep that in mind. You're not just going for one piece. We're going to fill up full sets plus load up on a whole bunch of other items, which is going to be some super easy XP and some very good money by the end of this. So there's our first card right there, which was the Page of Pentacles or whatever you want to call it. And then the next one is in here. We have two items in here, but we're only going to grab the one, and that's the King. And now we're going to scoot on over to roads. Like I said, these items have, or these locations have a whole bunch of items, and we're going to force spawn each time we go to every location. So once we make it on over to roads, we're going to press start, go down to online, then click on free roam. And then once we're going to run back on over here, like I said, there's a ton of items at this location. So you can go to the playlist and check out all the other items. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and grab this one in the barn and move on to the next location. I'm trying to keep this one as short as possible. I've done everything I can to keep it short, but obviously there's lots of locations, so it is going to be a little bit longer than we want. But you know what? We're going to get a full set after this, and we can do this either unlimitedly throughout the day, or you can just do it once a day every 24 hours. It's completely up to you. Now the next one here is called Blue Water, or Blue Water Marsh, whichever. That's how I labeled it. And we're going to go into this little house here. Again, there's alcohol bottles and other items around. But we're just going to grab the one tarot card right here. And then we're going to move along to the next location, which I believe is a Van Horn Fort, is what I've called it. So let's head on over there. Again, I'll try to put some timestamps and stuff like the last video. I don't know if those came in handy or not. No one really mentioned them, but I'll still throw them in there just in case. I do think that they'll come in handy for some. But anyways, let's go ahead and grab the 10 of Pentacles. And that's in this tower right here in the Van Horn Fort. And again, there is a bunch of other items here that you can grab. Just do search around, or just go to the video that I have in the playlist made up, and you guys can go to all the other items within these locations, because every location that I'm going to is on that playlist. And just to throw it out there, guys, we're going to fast travel over to Emerald Ranch there, or station. I'm not doing this in the best path necessarily, but here we do need to force spawn just one item. That's the only item at this location, but this is the only spot that I actually know where this card is, and so we're going to force spawn this one, plus it's on the way to our other locations anyways. So when you do make it to Emerald Ranch or station, you do need to do a force spawn there to grab that one card, and then we're going to make it on over to the oil fields, which is just around the corner. And that's not the card we're aiming for there, but we're going to grab that anyways. But we're going to go in this little bedroom right here and grab this card here is what we want. But like I've always said, there's a ton of items at each location here that we can pick up. It ranges anywhere from 4 items to 10 items or 9 items depending on the day. And then we're going to scoot on over to the barn on this side. And again, for this location, you're going to want to stand kind of in the middle of the field, so this item here does spawn in for you as well. Just keep that in mind when you hit this location. So now we're going to scoot on over to Van Horn. Like I said, I wasn't necessarily doing this in the best path. We probably could have went to Van Horn before Emerald Station, but you know what? It doesn't really matter because the fast travels are there, and we can just bounce back and forth regardless of how you want to do that. But again, you can once I get this list made up, you guys can do it whichever way you want. This is not set in stone by any means, but Van Horn does have 2 items for us, plus a whole bunch of other little goodies if you want to check that out. Like I said, I do have a video on every single location here, so you can go get all the other items as well. But this is a 3 and 4 that we're getting at Van Horn, and then we're going to go over to Strawberry from Van Horn, try to keep the fast travels together as much as I can. Again, like I said a bunch of times, it's not necessarily the best path. I don't always do things the best way. But you know what? As long as we can get the full set, it doesn't really matter the order that you go to. As long as we go to all these locations in the video today, we're going to load up on the sets. So anyways, we're going to make our way on over to Strawberry once we've force spawned everything in by pressing start, going down to online, and then free roam. We've came back, and we're going to grab this card right here off the picnic table, and then we're going to go to the jail and grab the card in there. Like I said, there's items all over the place here as well. And then from here, I do believe we are going to go up to the little creek, and there is only 1 card we need from there, but that's no big deal. There is a bunch of other items at that location as well. And Little Creek is just right here in this little housing farm-like house, or whatever you want to call it. And it's just going to be right here on the table. Again, there's some jewelry and some other goodies in this place as well. And then from Little Creek, guys, we're almost done. We're going to scoot on over to Tumbleweed from here. And that's going to be our very last card. And let's head on over there. We can just use our wilderness camp from here. If hopefully you have the fast travel abilities from that, because it definitely helps out when you're doing this. You can definitely scoot around the map a hell of a lot faster. I've definitely been using that throughout these travels. But again, I don't really set the path because you guys can do whichever order you want. And there's the last card just on top of the saloon, a little railing here. And you can finish off the whole little set by walking into the bar and having yourself a nice little drink, which I'm going to go do. But anyways, guys, I really do hope you enjoy these locations and you do find them helpful. Like I said, I do have the playlist made up with all these locations within them, so you guys can go and grab all the other items if you don't know exactly where they are quite yet. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you do share, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.